Good morning. Today's topic is interface circuits. We already completed buses. What is bus and different types of buses, synchronous bus and asynchronous bus. Now we are going to discuss about interface circuits. An I/O interface consists of the circuitry required to connect an I/O device to a computer bus. On one side of the interface, we have the bus signals for address bus, data bus and control bus. On the other side, we have a data path with its associated control to transfer data between interface and I/O device. Hope you know the meaning of the word interface, which is used to transfer data between two devices. If you want to use coaxial cable between two systems, then coaxial cable should be treated as an interface. Which is used to communication or data transfer between two devices, then we call it as interface. Right here, on the other side, we have a data path with it associated control to transfer data between interface and I/O device. This is called port. We have some ports, USB. We call it as USB port, right? Printer port. On the back side of the CPU, we have so many number of ports, right? LCD projector port, those are called ports. It can be classified as a parallel port and a serial port. Ports can be classified as parallel port and a serial port. Here, a parallel port transfers data in the form of a number of bits, typically 8 bits or 16 bits, simultaneously to or from the device. Parallel port, parallel and serial port. Parallel port transfer data in the form of a number of bits, 8 bits or 16 bits, simultaneously to or from the device. Hope you know modes of data transfer: half duplex, simplex mode, half duplex mode and full duplex mode. Simplex mode means one-way transfer. Just at a time we have to send or receive only. One-way transfer, right? Half duplex means two-way transfer but not at the same time. Two-way transfer but not at the same time. Full duplex means two-way transfer at the same time. One more time. Simplex, half duplex and full duplex. Simplex means one-way transfer. Manam send cheyagalamu. We cannot in a position to receive. That is one-way transfer. One-way transfer example, a postcard antaru. Postcard is the best example of a one-way transfer. Just you have to send a card and we cannot receive any reply from that. Then that is called simplex. Half duplex means two-way transfer but not at the same time. It is possible to send as well as receive, but both are not possible at the same time. That is two-way transfer. The best example is for these I think a register post. If you can send anything through register post, whenever it reaches to the destination, the receiver sends an acknowledgement to you. I am receiving your application or something. We have to receive some acknowledgement from the receiver. That is called two-way communication but not at the same time. Okay, so that is an example of half duplex. Full duplex means two-way transfer at the same time. Our mobile phone or telephone is said to be an example of two-way transfer at the same time. I mean, you can receive and send the voice at the same time. Okay, half duplex. One more example is walkie-talkie. Hope you know walkie-talkie, which is used in a railway system and a security system. It is possible to either speak or hear only one time. I mean, it is not possible to both hear and speak. Okay. Here what I mean, simultaneously from two or from the device means it uses full duplex. A serial port transmits and receives data one bit at a time. See, you have to observe the difference of these two, parallel and serial. In serial, we have to send only one bit at a time. Communication with the bus in the same for both formats. The conversion from the parallel to the serial format and vice versa takes place inside the interface circuit. So for the purpose of converting this serial port to parallel port, which is done at interface circuit. See, first one, parallel port. A parallel port is a type of interface found on computers for connecting peripherals. Peripherals means all printers, scanners, USB ports, all the devices which are related to computers are called it as peripheral devices. So these parallel ports are used to connect or interface connecting peripheral devices to computers. The name refers to the way the data is sent. Parallel ports send multiple bits of data at once. So already I told you which parallel ports sends the data in the form of 8 or 16 bits at a time to and from the system. A general 8-bit parallel interface is look like this. See, this is a here we have to observe interface data direction register, data out, data in, D0, D up to D7 P0. See here, register select my register 1, register 2, register 0, read or write, ready bit, accept bit, right, status and control register C1, C2. So this is one of the diagram of parallel interface. See, data lines P7 through if you observe this diagram, we explain the diagram in the below. Here data lines P7 through P0 can be used for either input or output. See here P0, P1, P2 up to P7. See data in P0 to P7. These are used for either input or output purpose. For increased flexibility, the circuit makes it possible some lines to serve as an input and some lines serve as an output under program control. So based upon our requirement, some of the lines are used for input and some of the lines are used for output. See here the output register is connected to these lines via 3 state drivers that are controlled by a data direction register, DDR. See, this explanation is here. You have data direction register. Three output lines are connected to this data direction register. You observe the diagram. Okay. DDR. For a given bit, if the DDR value is 1, the corresponding data lines acts as an output line. Otherwise, it acts as a input line. See, some of the lines are used for input and some of the lines are used as output. So these are act as a input or output based upon the DDR value, data direction register value. So if the data direction register value is 1, the corresponding data lines act as a output line. Otherwise, these lines are act as a input line. Two lines C1 and C2 are provided to control the interaction between the interface circuit and the I/O device it serves. So we have two lines here, that is C1 and C2. It represents control lines. Control lines C1 C2 are called as control lines, which are provided to control the interaction between interface circuit and I/O devices. Line C2 is bidirectional. So bidirectional and unidirectional means single direction. Bidirectional means two direction. So bidirectional means it is possible to forward as well as backward. To provide several different modes of signaling, including the handshake. See, the ready and accept lines are the handshake control lines on the processor bus side, and hence would be connected to master ready and slave ready. These two are connected to master ready and slave ready. The input signal my address should be connected to the output of an address decoder that recognizes the address as address designed to the interface. An interface request output INTR an interrupt request output is also provided. It should be connected to the interrupt request line onto the computer bus. So this is about parallel port. So then comes to serial port. A serial port is used to connect the processor to I/O devices that require transmission of data one bit at a time. See, in serial port it is possible to send the data only one bit at a time. Only one bit at a time. Parallel, hope you know, parallel means at the same time. Serial means one by one. The key feature of an interface circuit for a serial port is that it is capable of communicating in a bit serial fashion on the device side and in a bit parallel fashion on the bus side. So based upon the interface, if it is connected to device side, it is in serial, but it is connected to bus side, it is in parallel. The transmission between the parallel and serial formats is achieved with shift registers that have parallel access capability. A serial interface is serial interface should be look like this. Here also you have input shift registers, serial input, data in. We have D0 to D7 registers. My address register select 1, register select 0, read or write bit, chip and register select, ready, accept, the interrupt, status and control, receiving clock, transmission clock, serial output register, data out. Okay, see, we discuss all about this here. It includes the familiar data in and data out registers. The input shift register accept bit serial input from the I/O device. Okay, when all 8 bits of data have been received, the contents of this shift register are loaded in parallel into data in register. Similarly, out data in the data out register are loaded into the out shift register, from which the bits are shifted out and sent to the IO device. Okay, these are about interface circuits. Okay, interface circuit, parallel port and serial port.